Good morning, this is Dr. Christopher Maloney. I wanted to talk about energy work. So 3 things to remember about energy work are that it's a continuation of human interaction. It improves the situation, should make it worse, not worse, and it's a harmless adjunct to other therapies. So the first thing to make sure that we're talking about that energy work has an enormous reputation as being a kind of a woo-woo, out there action. Anybody who's been around someone who's really angry, who's been around someone who is very sad, will feel their energy, they will feel that emotional impact from that person. So energy work at its essence is the projection by the person working on you of a calming, healing, generating emotional cloud, if you will, around themselves, and that person is then projecting that onto you. And if you're in sync with that person, or feeling that you like that person enough to let them work on you, which you do, you're going to experience an improvement in your situation. You're going to feel calmer, better, you're going to take time to relax while you're there, you're not going to feel worse, you're not going to feel drained, you're not going to feel that your life is, that you come out of there and, geez, I don't want to do anything. You'll feel energized, things will improve. And that's the idea, is that basically when you break down all energy work into its components, what's happening is, regardless of the belief system of the practitioner, and I'm not arguing that there aren't some valid aspects to the different parts of energy work, but I'm saying that for the patient, the aspects are, I feel better after I get treated. And if you look at things like that, you think things like, you can feel better. People get things like cortisol shots. Cortisol shots into your joints are not, they're block inflammation. You feel better after them. But every doctor who gives them knows that a cortisol shot actually makes things worse in there long term, because you're not getting a repair process. However, it brings down inflammation, and that makes the patient feel better. So we do a lot of things in regular medicine that make people feel better that may not actually be better for their health. Energy work makes you feel better and doesn't cause you other harm. It's a harmless adjunct to other therapies because it shouldn't have interactions. You shouldn't be required to stop other things that you're doing. An energy worker should be able to work around anything else that you're doing for your health. And so it really is a beneficial aspect. So the problem with energy work is primarily that people think about energy work as being woo-woo, as being something I'm going to get that no one else is going to do. But so let's put something in there. Massage, right? Massage, again, falls into this kind of woo-woo category, this kind of strange things. But we have good studies at this point. Massage helps back pain. So you get a good massage, you have chronic back pain. Massage helps back pain up to 1 year after the treatment. So if you're getting good massage, and what happens is they retrain your chronic muscle tension in your back, you can have a beneficial effect up to 1 year afterwards. That's hardly a woo-woo response. That's better, or as good or better than many other interventions, certainly better than pain medication, better outcomes than a cortisol shot for the back. 6 months usually for a cortisol shot. Some people get benefit for longer, but for the most part, the massage, and this is a Cochrane database study that they did, that basically massage outperformed a lot of other treatments, and more better than conventional medicine. So when you say that something's woo-woo, if someone is actually touching you, it is massage. So you'd say, well, but Swedish massage is very deep, or Rolfing, which is incredibly deep. No, massage and energy work are basically within the framework of you're touching someone. Then there's the non-touch, right? Someone's not touching me. I'm just lying on a table with good music, and someone's thinking really healing thoughts about me for 45 minutes. At the very minimum, you say I have a 45-minute nap. And a lot of the skeptics would say, but you don't have to pay for that. And I would say, in today's society, you probably do. Today's society, in order to take that amount of time, you have to commit to having that space, having that time for yourself, not with interruptions, no cell phones going off. You've got a 45-minute nap there. And if you're going to schedule that once a week, and you're going to pay for the privilege of sitting down and having a nap on someone, that's actually very beneficial. Having that nap will really help you. So even if the person doesn't touch you, just doesn't interrupt you, you're actually getting some benefit. There's also a thing, energy is it's an energetic fields. And everyone gets excited about this. I'm saying, well look, we know the human body gives off infrared. It's called heat. We all give off heat. Alright? We know that the brain gives off EEGs. Well, an EEG reader can read the brain waves. We know that the heart gives off a thing that EKG can read. So why is it suddenly crazy that someone can feel someone's infrared output and actually intuit from that there's a level of pain or not? And what happens with the infrared is that the energy field, you can feel cold or hot depending on muscle tension. So when someone's reading your body without touching it, what they're doing is they're feeling the cold and hot based on muscle tension. So we really aren't talking about something that is actually out of the range of normal. And so the idea is that someone's not touching you, they're feeling cold and hot, they're then placing their hands over that area, they're projecting their own energy at that area, trying to heal it up and make it feel better. This is the mommy's kiss phenomena. And you'd say, well, mommy's kiss heals everything. And I'd say, well, yes, actually having someone touch you and make you want to feel better, but this also gets back to human touch and human interaction. When we get back to human touch and human interaction, what happens is you get back to the fact that basically, I think it was the 13th century, that basically a king decided, hey, I wonder what happens when you take a bunch of kids, you deprive them out of any contact with anyone else, they're isolated from the time of birth, they give them food, water, etc., all the kids died. We know that kids and neonates do better with touch. We know that monkeys, when you deprive them of touch, get really messed up. This is getting back into the idea of human interaction. Again, the skeptics would say, wait, why can't you do that on your own? And my answer is, overwhelmingly as a society we are isolated and depressed. Having an individual give you 45 minutes of their time is worth money. You should have 45 minutes of that person's time uninterrupted, and that time is caring, open, and wonderful. If you have an extended group of friends that all do this for you, you don't need to go to an energy worker, but if you don't, then you do. So my answer is, energy work is a continuation of human interaction. It improves the situation, doesn't make the person feel worse. Now, if you feel worse after energy work, stop it. It shouldn't make you feel worse. It's also a harmless adjunct to other therapies, and it's worthwhile to try it. If you've tried other things, and it seems like this would be something that you'd enjoy, I think it's definitely worthwhile to try. So, this is Dr. Christopher Maloney talking about energy work. Thank you.